thinking of getting a toy hammer from is it the Avengers? No, it's the Old Norse saga. But Marvel comics and then the movies. I haven't seen these, but that could be a fun maybe effect. Excuse me. To use some sound effects here. I'm talking about sound. I will check here now directly if I'm hear myself here on Facebook Live. It sounds good. Again, it's checking this lavalier mic and also speak up, so it sounds good. But welcome to HAPS. What's HAPS? I'm talking to the script here that I see on the screen. HAPS offers free world-class broadcasting tools, a community eager to collaborate, and simple way to viewers to support creators financially. And with that is that you could give thumbs up, high fives, and giving awards. So you could give, I should have a silver coin with me. You could, that's the real money. That could be a thing that I could show, like a prop also. So we will have some effects here also. So sign up for HAPS, download the app and get 100 free coins that you could give to me or some other content creators here. And talking about content creators, Chris Brogan wrote a tweet there. If you call yourself a content creator, how is it how about looking in the screen and looking at the prompt, you could say, in the eye contact. And that's what I'm saying. I'm first and foremost a podcaster, so you don't have to see me. And now I have to look, I have it on horizontal size here, the phone. So somewhere here is the camera, and I have to learn about that. So I better have also, as I said before, shades, sunglasses, to joke a bit. So, and we're talking about the space and community. And on Thursdays, I'm analyzes or at least commenting on a article in the Economist. And the latest Economist looks like this. How well will vaccines work? I will not talk about the vaccines now, but we'll come back to that. But you see the cover. It's like this Space Invaders and the game. And talking about that, jumping back and forth. I am on Twitch now, so you can check me out there. Maybe, as I said in the Tuesday Tech, maybe I should start playing old home computers game. But I was not good at that, so you could watch me at the same time. So I started to listen to the articles. That's pretty neat. So I could, before going to bed, I could listen to an article, and then it was a special. Every quarter we have a special report, and it was Return on Wonder. I like the illustration here very much. It's like this, how do you pronounce it? Art Deco style. The woman there with a suitcase and then airplane. So I'll come back to that about the industry regarding traveling and airplanes and destinations and so on. But I had in the comment, the title here was free thinkers and a space for free thinkers. And I was, what could that be? So one article here is online debate, suddenly space for free thinkers. Chinese speakers around the world pour into Clubhouse for open debate. So that will be what I will comment a bit around, and we can continue the conversation. I like the expression adding your 2 cents. So I joined now the Clubhouse. I haven't joined any room or any chat conversation yet. I'm still evaluated by reading others' experience first. I will jump into it, but I think it could be a time, so-called Psychoros consume time. So I have to have a bit of plan before I jump on. But I know, and then again, Raymond Ray, I was waiting for your invitation, but I got it from a friend here in Sweden, Johan Lange. So thanks anyway. But I will join Raymond Ray's room here. He will have some giveaways, and he will talk about Smart Hustle. So I look forward to that. And as I said, I see it again as a new version of the interrelay chat, when you had different chat rooms and hashtags. That's where the hashtag is coming from. From one example, is also from the old telephone, when you have star sign and the hashtag also. And the audio, the podcast form, the audio format, I maybe could join there and listen to different conversations, and then maybe have my own room, or cooperate with others regarding podcasting. I know, as I said before, Rob Greenlee and Todd Cochran on New Media Show have been on Clubhouse, and you will find others there also. So I think I will jump in and check it out. But I'll read again Amber Mack's thoughts on it, her blog posts, and others. But I liked, as I said, this article about, they often have an illustration about free thinkers, as I call myself in this podcast we have together with a co-host, Blair, and there we're saying that we want to reach out to the free thinkers in the world, talking about how to be a secular individual, and separation of state and church and religion. And here with Clubhouse, first you have to have an iOS, and then they have this so-called the big firewall, they call it in China. So it is censorship, so you can't go outside the real internet. So it's in a capsule somehow. But if you get this virtual private network, some other connections, I think you could go outside the wall, and then you could join, for example, Clubhouse, because this is the system with Clubhouse is like this. It could be both fear of missing out, because I see lots of people want to jump on the bandwagon, and I want to be in. This is the new hot thing. It could be a trend. It could be also a fad. But then you get an invitation from someone that's already inside, and you have to connect. That was same thing with Parler. You have to connect or confirm with your phone number. So it is you. So you have to have your phone number together with the app, and it's, as I said, only on iOS. And then that you got this invitation, then you know what it is. So it should be easier, and they should be more comfortable and also free to speak out on certain topics. So they know that it's not the Big Brother or the Chinese-speaking Communist Party that's listen to the rooms. So here you have in the article, it's on different examples on people who have found a following, and you have citizens, journalists from Hong Kong, Taiwan, Republic of China, and then the free zones in China and other places. So they said, was it so-called only 50,000 that have access. Of course, in a big country, that's not a big population, but still, it could be a very interesting place and space for free thinkers speaking out about issues that you can't talk about normally in a dictatorship like in communist China. So that's interesting. So that I will look into. I wonder how could that be. For example, could Iran be a thing like that? That the student movement in Iran, could they be on Clubhouse? And you have also dissidents and people there fighting against communist regime in Cuba. That could be also a place to be on Clubhouse. So, cheers! I have to drink some tea here now, getting on my so-called soapbox. So what do you say? And here, yeah, I'm already there, soon on 10 minutes. So I will, as I said, keep it short and sweet here in the morning, and in America it's in California time it's midnight, and in East Coast it's 3 a.m. and here, as I said, in Europe it's morning time. As I said, on Thursday I have this because I want to start the day like that, and ventilating because this magazine often it comes out on Monday. You could have access to the digital version, as I said, already in the weekend, I think, and sometimes it comes on by the post on Tuesday. So it's pretty fresh, and that's one thing. If you want to have this content on HAPS, it should be relevant, it should be new. So, but then we could follow up and add the conversation in future blog posts, in podcasts, in threads, and also on Twitter. And I will in the future, that's on the technical thing with Tuesday Tech, I will set up like a countdown feature with my jingle, Tea Party Media jingle, that Jim Johnson of J-Tunes Production created. So you could then at the time listen to this nice tune and then see the countdown. So I have that on Twitch, not the jingle, but I have an artwork for Tea Party Media and other things like that. So I think that's pretty neat. Here you look at the cartoon, editorial cartoon, and by John Cox about tea, and then you have an old banner that I had for a site called teaparty.new. So, let's see, I don't see any on live here on Facebook, but that could come later on. And then it's also, as I said, on Twitch, on Twitter, and yeah, that's it. Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and also YouTube. So that's the neat thing, that it's like a narrow cast in a way, a small audience. Podcasting could be, of course, it could be big with podcasting also, but also that you distribute several channels at the same time. So I like this. As I said at the beginning, it's still with this, looking at the camera, having the light. It's this prepper light, and yeah, keeping on tabs on things, having props. I think I will mix it up a bit and get this toy hammer that could hammer along and ventilate. And then, as I said, having the silver coins, do the call to action, video call to action. Please support me on HAPS, download the app, give me some coins, thumbs up, share, spread the good word. And you could contact me on then on Twitter, Lyceum Peripatos. Then of course listen to episodes of Ego Netcast, one of my podcasts. I talked about the secular foxhole, free thinkers there, with my co-host Blair. And I think that's it for now. So read that article. I will share that article. Often it's behind, talking about walls, but positive walls, paywalls, because every issue is costing me around 70 Swedish crowns. So that could be one of my goals, to get like $10 or 10 euros for every broadcasting. It will take some time before I get there, and it's like change. It's like a coffee change or a tip jar. But yeah, I mean, my time worth, and of course you investing in the time. But if you like this kind of broadcast, and in my mix of content creation that I will come back with this Tea Party Media, I have writing about the text and my copy on my last site. So, but this is the gross domestic product, or BNP in Swedish. So that's the blogging, podcasting, and newsletter. Blogging, newsletter, podcasting, and now live streaming. And then I have other acronym that I will talk about, then distributing to the different satellites, and that's LIFT. And I could give you a cliffhanger. What do you think LIFT is? What is that standing for? What different satellites is LIFT standing for? So it will be the lift of the BNP that you're doing. You have a base, and then you have the satellites, and then that's lifting your content. So with that, I say cheerio, and talk to you soon again. And yeah, talk soon again. I could ask you, have you subscribed, or do you subscribe to The Economist? What do you get out of it? Cheers. Or do you subscribe or read some other magazines out there? Have a good day, and talk soon again.